everyone. Today we are talking about eating and emotions. What's the big deal with emotional eating? I think every gastric sleever out there probably recognizes that it's one of the number one problems that we face. It's one of the number one reasons that we get into issues with weight gain. And if we don't address our emotional eating behaviors, we will gain all of our weight back. Because when you're emotional eating, you like some control and eat too much of the wrong things, then you beat yourself up about it. So you were depressed or bored or anxious and you ate to numb that feeling, then you're mad at yourself, upset with yourself because you ate emotionally. And so then you eat to cover up that emotion, to kind of just numb it and deal with it. And then you start that process over and over. So you go down this path of upset, eat. More upset, eat. Upset, eat. You'll gain all your weight back. And then you'll start to really be mad at yourself for that and just go bad. So that all sounds horrible. You have negative emotions, you eat. You have more negative emotions, you eat. And I told you that you could have fun while getting rid of your regain. So how do we take those two and make them jive together? Well, we stop beating ourselves up. So if you're beating yourselves up because you have eaten emotionally, just take this moment right now and say, you know what? I forgive you. You've been programmed to do that for what, 30, 40, 50 years? Most of us are in that age range. And so naturally that's what you do because that's what you've been doing for years. But today we're going to start to make a new change, okay? Hi, Pam. So starting today, we can forgive ourselves for all of that, and even we're still going to make mistakes, guys. You are not going to be perfect from today forward. So just plan on acknowledging it and not beating yourself up for it when you do make a mistake, okay? So how we're going to have fun while dealing with our emotions, it's not going to be like riding a roller coaster fun. It's going to be like doing something hard and accomplishing it kind of fun, where you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I did that. I did it, and I'm proud of myself. That's a better kind of fun anyways than just, roller coaster. That's done and over. But when you're proud of yourself, that's starting to build your self-confidence, which helps you with everything else. So how we're going to address our emotional eating, guys. We're going to take action. You know that your emotions ebb and flow throughout the day. You aren't always upset. You aren't always grieving. You aren't always bored. So before you get into those situations, plan for it. You know what your biggest emotion is that triggers you to eat. For me, it's anxiety. And so I love talking to people. I talk to people all the time. But these Facebook Lives are a little bit anxiety provoking because I feel like I'm talking to the whole world. So, before I'm in that place, I make a plan. Okay, tomorrow you might feel a little angst because you're going to do a Facebook Live and you're excited about it, but you're a little anxious about it. So what's your plan for dealing with that anxiety besides eating? All right, I'm going to go for a run, I'm going to take a shower, then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to kind of write through my thoughts on it so that I'm preparing myself. That grounds me from that anxiety, and it's something to do besides eating. So that's just one example. Another example could be if you get bored in the evenings after dinner and everything's settled down and you get bored and you eat whenever you're bored. Make another plan. Get a book. If you already have a book, then, have that. But make a plan beforehand. Okay, when I feel bored, I'm going to read a book. I'm going to go on a bike ride. I'm going to go outside and walk around. Making a plan before you're in the moment will help you succeed in getting through the moment without food. Now, you're not going to succeed 100% of the time. Some days you may not succeed, and then what you can do instead of beating yourself up is reflect on it. Okay, why did I still eat when I was anxious instead of following my plan? Take that information and tweak it. So my plan tomorrow might be a little bit different. Okay, well that didn't work for me because XYZ. I didn't have a book around to read. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't plan for that. So next time I'll have that available. Or I just couldn't deal with it. It was too hard. Maybe tomorrow I'll call a friend and help work through that instead of beating my emotions. So you don't beat yourself up for making that mistake and go down that road that we just talked about, negative, negative, negative. You say, acknowledge, yeah, I didn't quite hit the mark today. What can I do tomorrow to change my plan a little bit to help me succeed? So there's so many of you on. Hi. It's good to see some people watching. I had been kind of doing all of these alone in the beginning. So anyways, let's see. Let's talk about a few other feelings and what you could do with them besides eating. We've talked about anxiety. We've talked about boredom. Let's talk about grieving. I know that's a hard one. Guys, a lot of these are hard, and a lot of them you probably aren't going to completely succeed on alone. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Tara. And there's no shame in getting help. You should get help because it will help you get through. Hi, Jody Lynn. Our names are so close. Joy Lynn, Jody Lynn. Anyways, sorry. I'm going to get easily distracted. I'm going to stay on task here. Getting help will help you succeed faster. I believe in all of you. I know that you can do it. Getting help to help you do it a little faster and with a little less pain. So, anyways, grieving is a big one. And my thoughts on it, I went to a funeral on Friday. My Uncle Tony passed away. And I had already been talking to someone else about grief, and I thought through, what can I do to honor my Uncle Tony besides eating? Like eating to numb that feeling because it hurts. I was his princess. I know that you guys can relate to any different family members. Write a letter to Uncle Tony and just, thank him for letting me be the princess when I was little. Those types of just honoring them and working through that in a different way. Look at old pics. Share them on Facebook if you want to. Or call your mom and be like, your brother was really cool, wasn't he? And talk about the fun time when you and your cousin jumped off of his roof and got in trouble. Like, honoring the person that you're grieving without eating can be very powerful, guys. Because then it's okay to be sad. And it's okay to look at that and move through it without food. And it is hard to. Feeling deprived is another reason. A lot of us, when we say we deserved it, I had a really long day and I really deserved that candy bar. That's a feeling of deprivation, that you're always depriving yourself so you deserve it. So I like to look at that as, what am I depriving myself from? I'm depriving myself from eating the chocolate. But if I don't eat it, then I'm also depriving myself of that huge lull that I hit an hour after I eat it, where I'm so tired that I can't even do anything. So I choose to deprive myself of the effects of the sugar roller coaster. Maybe a new way to look at it. Do you guys have any questions? I've kind of went through it. I think I got a little anxious with all these people on here. Thanks for saying hi. Jerry, you can totally get those last 35 pounds gone. There's lots of fun things to do, and just stick with me and we'll talk about them all. I love to have fun. It's an adventure to get through all of this together. And having adventures is a kind of fun that helps you have focus. So do anyone of you have any questions real quick before I hop off of here? I don't see any. Look, it's not going to be easy every day. And it's not the kind of fun that just comes and goes very quickly. I'm proud of myself because I've worked through this kind of fun. So if you need help, don't feel bad about reaching out. You can comment below and ask me, and I can help you work through it. You can IM me. Hi, Joyce. You can direct message me, and we can set up a phone call to work through what your specific emotions are and what you're going through and how you might overcome them without eating. It really is important, and you can do it, and you can do it with feeling good about yourself instead of beating yourself up for it. That's just going to take you down the wrong road. So I guess that's all I have to say today. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll talk to you later.